for Bonneville Cold Lake.
Speaker, when it comes to the energy file, the NDP just doesn't get it. Day in and day out, I have constituents, many already battling unemployment, bringing me outrageous power bills. Regular Albertans are concerned about the astronomical charges for power transmission, not power generation. The NDP is suing generators and capping the lowest components of their bills, which is retail, and doing nothing about the costly transmission line overbill. To the Minister of Energy, what is this government doing to lower transmission costs for Albertans?
The Honourable Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Certainly we're working on all aspects of the bills. We've capped the rate at 6.8 cents, and we're working with my ministry to look at transmission. But to be clear, Mr. Speaker, the transmission costs we're speaking of now were done with the previous government, not with ours, but we are looking into how those costs can be managed going forward.
Down, folks. For supplemental.
Blaming the last government, that's shameful. Transitioning Alberta's grid to 30% renewables by 2030 and stranding our coal assets will only require more transmission lines, which means higher transmission fees for Alberta. Given that the new renewable assets will need to be built in areas of the province where they perform the best, and given that our coal generators are located near coal, and winds are strongest where near wind and sun shines the brightest, why is the government pursuing a course that will make electricity more expensive for the good people in Bonneville Cold Lake?
The Honourable Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, one of the good things about having an overbuilt transmission line is we won't need as much transmission when we're doing our renewables. And pleased to say that in all our auctions, we're working with the ISO to look at where placements can be, and a number of the coal facilities are already near good transmission lines, so there won't be much more cost for that.
Second supplemental.
The NDP capping electricity retail rates at double the current price sends a signal to families and industry that they should expect electricity prices to double. And given that the NDP capped electricity prices at double so that they can hide the true cost of their costly renewable strategy with debt, and given that this has had no effect but put forward to stopping the rising transmission costs, Minister, my constituents can't afford their electricity bills now. How can they afford them when the NDP causes their bills to double?
Good question.
Just turn the power off.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, the system we inherited is an energy-only market, which causes price volatility. That's why we're capping the rates. That's why we're developing a capacity market, because we want consumers to have stability and predictability in their system. And we also want reliability, and that's what they're going to get, Mr. Speaker.